Hey guys, welcome back to KC Kayak Fishing. This is the first episode of season 2, and we thought we'd start it off right by showing you our cargo trailer build that we just finished. We use it to store our boats and a little more. So as you can see, it's a Royal Cargo Trailer by Southland Trailers. And it is 14 feet with a 2-foot V-nose, so that makes it 16 feet total length, and it's 7 feet wide and 86 inches interior height for the tall guys like Kyle. You guys ready? Oh yeah. Okay guys, so we're going to start with the back of the trailer and work our way to the front. First, this is where we recycle our fishing line. We have partnered with Clear Your Gear, and we throw all our old line in here, any that we find on the beach, any that's littered, and we ship it off and they recycle it and turn it back into reusable plastics, which is awesome. So this is where we store our boats. Kyle actually made this himself. It is just plywood and an E-track system, so he can actually remove this whole thing out of the trailer just by popping some screws, which is great because it makes the cargo trailer multifunctional if we ever need to use it for anything else. And this, guys, is literally just some foam, yoga mat, and some kind of outdoor carpet to give the boat some cushion as we bounce down the road to Yuki, which is quite bumpy. And yeah, it seems to be working well for us. This is 8'2" lengthwise and 43 inches across, which honestly, it stores our Old Town PDL 120s just perfectly. We could make this a little bit more narrow in the future if we ever had more boats to store, but for now, this really works great for us. And we also have the D-rings here too. We strap our boats down, just, you know, make sure they're not bouncing around and getting damaged. Another really great thing about this setup, guys, is if me and Kyle ever wanted to use this to sleep in, say for an overnight trip with the boats, we could store the boats outside and use this for sleeping. Someone could sleep under here and then prop up another mattress or foamy on top of here, and you've got yourself your own little bunk system. So definitely multifunctional, which is awesome. So here we have our crab trap. It's just on these hooks. You can find them basically at any hardware store. Bungee cord to keep it from bouncing around. We've got our spare tire up here, and it is mounted with a bolt so it's not going anywhere. So down here we've got our paddles, guys, just on these simple little wall hooks, and honestly they have never bounced off, surprisingly, and so they seem to do the job and keep them secure while we're driving down the road. And that just kind of shows you how well this trailer actually handles the bumps. So here we've just got another kind of tool track system. Once again, you can find it at your local hardware store. We've got our nets, we've got our gaffs and harpoons. Same thing, guys, we've never had any issues with this coming loose during the drive. It's held it perfectly in place. Here you have the mother load, all our beautiful rods. And this is a rod holder that Kyle designed and made himself. It's literally just some 1x6 and some like 1-inch foam to hold the rods in place. Complete with Kyle's blood splattered up there. Yep. He made the ultimate sacrifice and actually severed an artery in his hand. It was a 911 call. We'll talk about that another time. But if you don't like to see stitches, then turn away in 3, 2, 1. So pretty gross, but he's still here. He's still alive to reel in his rod and catch those big ones. So at the end of the day, it was all good. So this is just like another little tool holder. We use it for our mounts for our GoPros from Yak Attack. So this is the Panfish Pro and then the boomstick. So here we have our Calcutta fish bag. We just hang it on another little hook there. Obviously we don't hang it on the door when it's full of ice and fish. Then it usually just sits on the floor or in the back of the truck. Okay guys, I'm gonna walk you to the front of the trailer, and this is where all the magic happens is right here. So before, this was just the open V-nose, and honestly guys, it just felt like a waste of space. It was too easy to just kind of throw stuff down and leave it, and it was just chaos. And so Kyle started off with the idea of doing this top shelf, and honestly it just kind of went from there. Kyle used to be a carpenter, he's a creative guy, and so he kind of just kept on going. He didn't draw anything, he didn't really have like a solid plan. That's kind of how we do life, honestly. And he just kept going, and I have to say it turned out beautifully. So I apologize for the noise if you can hear the rain. It's December and April, apparently it's still freezing. Welcome to the island. So this is literally just made of plywood. This is just some outdoor carpet. Once again, you can probably find it at your local hardware store. And this is just like a metal strip to kind of finish it off and hold it down. The reason we did this is if we're ever wanting to work on reels or anything like that, it just provides a soft place to work. And yeah, that's basically what it's made from, and it's worked out really well. So this is just a little multi-tool holder. Once again, I think we found it at Canadian Tire. It holds like kind of all of our spool stuff. We've got our fillet knives, we've got our PC Fun spooler, we've got some line release clips. Shout out to Gone Fishing, our favorite tackle shop ever. They are awesome. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. So we did some tongue and groove pine, making it a little fancy. And then we've got this little light, just a little push light that turns on. So you've got some added light in here. We'll show you that later because it's really cool. So these are just little tool bins that we got at the hardware store once again. And they honestly work perfectly for holding all of our tackle. As you guys know, we just partnered with West Coast Fishing Tackle, and they spoiled us absolutely rotten. When we first started doing this, we actually only bought 4 bins, and then we were like, oh man, okay, we need some more to hold all of our West Coast tackle gear. So yeah, we've got like all of our spoons and our swim baits in here, ready to go, all organized. And it just keeps it organized, so when you're reaching for stuff, you know where it is, and it's perfect. And guys, if you haven't already checked them out, please do. Check them out at their website, www.westcoastfishingtackle.ca, and Instagram at West Coast Fishing Tackle. Okay guys, so just another couple more hardware hooks holding our spreader bars that we use for our halibut fishing. I think it'll hold them great. They shouldn't hop off of there. So this is our extra storage up here, and honestly guys, this isn't finalized yet. We're probably going to keep playing around with it, to be honest. And this is just like extra storage. Like up in here we've got our flashers, we've got our cannonballs, just kind of some odds and ends up there. Okay guys, just some more storage once again down here, kind of odds and ends. We've got our straps, we've got extra swim baits, we've got our buoy, we've got our crab trap stuff in there. Another nice way to store all this. And I will say that we do have a cargo net that we can put across this whole V-nose section to kind of hold everything in place, especially the road to Clulet. That road is, I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, so that way hopefully nothing would bounce out. Okay guys, so this is just our little center cabinet. More storage once again. We've got like our fish finder batteries, we've got all sorts of stuff in here. You've got your line, etc., etc. This little cabinet down here basically holds everything you would need to either repair the boats or fix something on the trailer. We've got our jack in here, we've got our tire plug kit, we've got some extra tools, that sort of stuff, which is perfect. Some more wall hooks, guys. These are our Admonson Savvy Rider backpacks that we have for our kiddos to fish with, and our PC Fun tackle bag for the kids as well. Okay guys, this is where I sit while Kyle I watch, and he gets the boats down to the water, ties my lines. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, we designed this so that we could sit down and take off and on our dry suits if need be, or whatever wet gear that we're wearing and need to take off, which is a great little idea. And behind us, we've just got the hooks for our life jackets, another little light, which is awesome. Yeah, I would say it's a really functional space, and we're looking forward to using it this season. Okay guys, this is one of our favorite features. Ta-da! So these are honestly the coolest little lights. We just got them off of Amazon, very reasonably priced. They do take batteries and you just mount them, and they do change color, which is kind of fun. We have these little guys all throughout the trailer, which is also great if we do use this for sleeping in. A little extra light, a little bit of mood lighting, never hurt. So as you guys know, we did the floors. This is one of the best features that we've done. I wanted to do it to make it more homey, maybe a little bit farmhouse. No, I'm totally kidding. Actually, the main reason we did the floors, guys, is because it is way more functional to keep clean. These are waterproof. If we needed to, we could hose the trailer right out. We've got some metal edging with some silicone underneath to keep it waterproof, and just easier to sweep out as well. I don't know if you've ever tried to sweep plywood floors. It's nearly impossible. So Kyle is especially excited about this part. Okay guys, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at KC Kayak Fishing. See you later. Ta-da! This is a really great feature to have.
So, you gotta stand back here.
GoPro stop recording. You can check them out at their website, westcoastfishingtackle.ca. And Instagram. At West Coast Fishing Tackle. Okay. GoPro stop recording. I'll redo that part. What is this? You didn't even stay in the back of the cabinet? Fired.
Sorry.